Hey guys, and welcome back to Luigi's Mansion 2, and happy Halloween! If I've scheduled this right, this should go up on Halloween, but I digress. We're heading back into the factory part of the old Clockworks now, the workhouse, because as we saw last time, Luigi fucked it up and let the boffin escape, so we've got to track him down, get one of the clock hands back, and then I guess do another mission and get the other clock hand back. That's how these missions work, right?
Yeah. Hate busy work. Hate it, hate it, hate it.
Got anything to say about primeval spirits, mate?
Do you want me to? I mean, I don't exactly have anything prepared on this matter, but I can find something.
Well, for next time, maybe. Again, there's that pregnant pause. I'm not laughing at you, Joe. Pixel shift me to the thing. It's okay, I'll laugh to myself when you're gone. It's time on his hands. Oh, classic Egan.
The Treehouse team at Nintendo really like their puns, even if they are awful puns. They love them.
They adore them. And I think, I'm not sure if he's technically part of Treehouse, but I think it's the writer of the Mother series who did the trophy descriptions for Smash 3DS.
Oh my god, I've seen those. They are some of the most wonderful things I've ever seen in my life.
And like, the trophy description for Red, or Pokemon Trainer, actually references the theme song of the anime, which you don't see much in the actual, Nintendo series as a whole. In fact, the closest I can think they got to doing that was Pokemon Yellow.
Indeed it was. That is, well, apart from, I think, Puzzle League has, like, Ash on the cover.
And custom-made animation for it, which was pretty cool, quite mind-blowing back in the day. But we're not here to talk about Pokemon Puzzle League. I can do that like in my free time with Helldragon. Here's that greenie you were talking about earlier, and since this is a clock-themed mansion, we're going to have to wake him up in a similar way to how we actually got into the old Clockworks. His waking up time is 9 AM, so here we go.
I do really like that he's kind of holding it. I mean, it sort of looks like he's holding it as a shield, even if he's not necessarily.
I think he was holding it as a teddy bear, really.
Yeah, but kind of when he's got it on his arm, it looks like, those really small shields that they have when they've got the swords as well.
Oh, yeah.
It's that kind of thing, which is just quite cool.
Now, I know that's a fan, but it kind of looked like a furnace down there for a second.
Well, fan furnace. I mean, we've got fan-operated ovens.
I guess, if you want to stretch the definition.
Also, I hate the noise this guy makes.
Yeah, like we do.
Because you hear it so much in this room, it's just like, please, stop, my ears.
He's malevolent, that's all part of his plan, mate. Hey kids, are you ready for gyro-controlled balancing acts?
Well, at least this one's decent. It gets worse later on.
Well, there's no breeze in this one, and that's all the spoilers I'm giving you for now. Now, I may have the reaction time of an old-age pensioner, but I can hold that 3DS pretty goddamn steady when I need to.
Well, that's good, because I lack an immense amount of steadiness in my hands, so they just shake a lot. Like, I try and take a picture, and there's always the intense likelihood that it's going to be slightly blurry because my hand shakes at the last minute.
Richie, this isn't a picture of us, it's a picture of the back of your head somehow.
It's all this paranormal stuff going on.
You don't have to come this way, but obviously we are treasure hunting, so.
I mean, we can't go without that treasure. We need it to live.
My right hand's shaking. Get the star, Luigi, get the star. Oh, there we go. The fix is gone for now. I'm starting to see what you mean, mate, or hear, Rob.
It's just like, because it's pretty much an identical sound for, like, I mean, it must have only been about 30 seconds to a minute, but it's just really screechy, and just, ugh.
That's kind of a pointless, spooky ruse, just closing a door. Oh, it's not even locked. Okay.
Yeah, they are kind of sods like that.
Think you can reach the key? Okay, well, you didn't really give me a chance to answer you, but okay.
Also, I like how it was just like, just get this straight, we need to make sure the tower interior decorating is absolutely perfect and spot on, despite all these cobwebs.
We shall send you to heaven before we send you to hell. Now, obviously, we can't progress in a linear fashion here, so we're going to have to duck and weave throughout the rooms in a... I guess you could still call it a linear fashion, because there's only one way you can take, but you'll have to take a non-standard path to get to the key.
I would describe it as a sort of digital path, in the sense of you kind of going to the left, up, to the right, up, to the left, up, to the right. You're kind of doing that kind of pattern, which is the sort of on-off wavelength thing.
Okay. Oh, I learned something new today.
I mean, like, if you know, in Twilight Princess with the wolf songs.
Sorry, I kind of zoned out because they're my least favourite method. I think next to the hero harp or goddess harp or whatever of making music in the Zelda franchise.
Yeah, but essentially the line that you get when you're kind of, particularly when you are doing your kind of trying to unlock the song of just going up, down, up, down, up, down. That's essentially a digital signal.
Have you been watching the Twilight Princess playthrough?
No, Tom, how else would I know that? Because I've not played Twilight Princess.
Fair enough, mate, fair enough. Oh, I love the solution to this puzzle. I'm not going to spoil it now, but it's so obvious and yet so genius at the same time.
I think this was one of the ones where I just wasn't paying attention to what the answer was, so... Naughty me for not paying attention.
Well, looks like you're going to learn something in this part as well. I'll just stick a gold bar on a wall. Who gives a fuck?
As I said, they've got to make sure that their interior decorating is absolutely spot on. Even the incredibly random gold bar on the wall, it's just there to kind of make the wall look pretty.
Note how many bombs are in that thing. It has completely lowered this platform. We shall get to it in a second. But first... slammers.
Wonderful. Something that I've kind of noticed, which I don't think I have mentioned yet, is that Luigi doesn't hump things in this game anymore.
Very disappointing.
Because in the original game, whenever he kind of touched anything, he kind of essentially humped it. And in this one, he actually taps things and doesn't kind of decide to throw himself at it.
He's more confident now, perhaps?
Maybe, or it may just be kind of animation budgets.
Don't take the most obvious path and try to go to the door above. That's what they want you to think.
Because they want you to go all the way back to the beginning, which you will do.
Oh yeah.
I think I suffered that.
I see you back there. We'll get to you. Okay, I've got to turn the steam off first and foremost, because I can't strobe bulb through steam. And here's the solution. Here's me demonstrating how not to do this puzzle. And here's the solution proper. You vacuumed the steam, how great is that?
It is very clever. I think we're actually going to face the boo down shortly.
Yep, there he is. I think this is one of the only mandatory boos in the game.
Yep, it's one of 4 which are mandatory.
The first one, of course, being where we learned about spirit balls and the like.
Yep, which is actually an unnamed boo. It doesn't have a name, it's one of the only ones. That is really weird.
We shall give him a name. His name shall be... Oob. When I was recording this, I thought it was going to go through the wall, because that has happened to me before, and it's always in old Clockworks. Another reason I despise this level.
I'd say, for the most part, they do tend to generally stick to the rooms that they begin in, and it's only very rarely that they do manage to get out.
I'm talking about out of boundaries here, not them escaping.
Well, yeah. Kind of, I mean, in the first game, they just vanished.
I think 20 health is a price to pay to get some gold. Those were the gold bombs. I'm not actually sure of their proper names, but a bomb's a bomb, you know. And I believe if you do it normally, you get about 6 gold bars, which is pretty tasty.
That is pretty damn wonderful.
Why don't you just build the old Clockworks out of gold if you love it so much?
Oh, that's making me think of Portal. Why don't you marry that thing if you love it so much? Beautiful, beautiful line.
Okay, let's go take on the boffin.
Yay, we get to hear his noise again.
What, you don't like Nyaha?
I would much rather listen to Budonculus, really.
Yeah, I hear he's releasing a new rap album soon. Noticeably R.I.P. You can't hide gold from me, I see the sparkles.
Well, yes, the sparkles are everywhere, because it's all magic. Because ghosts are magic.
I'll just give you a heads up, no gems in the next mission at all. There's a boo, but there are no gems. We'll cover this again when we get to it.
It begins.
Oh, does it ever, Richie? Oh, does it ever? This guy doesn't just throw books around like the ones in Glimmer Manor did. No, he's got bombs at his disposal, and also a bunch of mooks to help hurt you, I guess, harm you. A word beginning with H.
I was about to try and come up with something incredibly witty there that began with H, and it just vanished.
How about Hussault?
Yes. Ham you. Heredidate you. I'm just making up words at this point.
Yeah, you are. I find an easy way to dodge the bombs is basically lead them. So stay in one place and then run to the opposite side of where you are.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly seems to have worked for you quite well, so...
He's still got his books though, so get ready to dodge.
Those aren't books, they're bricks.
Ah, sorry, it was the texture that threw me off. What are books doing in a place made for clocks? They have no place here. Except books that are about making clocks.
Or, you know, books that involve clock in the title, i.e. A Clockwork Orange. And so on and so forth.
I wonder if these bombs were used in excavating the parts below the old clockworks.
Probably, but then I'm very surprised that this place has managed to, you know, stay up. Because that amount of bombs probably would have just destroyed everything.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make you explain my terrible lore for the boss's attacks.
It's fine, I seem to just kind of naturally have some sort of weird explain everything, even if it's just kind of conjecture. It's what I do.
Watch the sand very carefully. You're going to need to grab him before he can grab a brick. Otherwise the strobe orb just will bounce off it. Almost there. Do it, Luigi, do it!
Yes!
It's over. But for how long?
Well, until the next time that we do recording. That's how long.
Speaking in terms of boffin appearances, but I think you've just got a ghost phobia at this point.
Oh no, it's not a ghost phobia, it's just kind of a complete apathy towards the old clockworks.
Damn man, we're salty for this recording session.
It's this place, it saps your energy and you're just like, just sod off, please.
Wow, who knew Richie had a biting sense of humour? You know, explain things in such a wonderful manner and then it's just sod off.
Pretty much, I mean, there's always nice, harsher ways of saying that. I mean, Malcolm Tucker is a prime example from in the thick of it, aka the Doctor, but...
Explain it on terms I would understand. Good stuff. Okay, we're on a bit of a gold rush right now. A streak. Let's hope that continues to part 16.
Hopefully. I mean, I suspect that it's not going to last throughout the entire mansion at all, unfortunately. Sorry.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day. But don't forget, we still got those bonus missions to do. That'll probably be post-game content, because obviously we unlocked the last one after getting all the booze in a mansion, and I think you also have to do the boss one, so... Alright, let's put him away before he gains more power and escapes, just like Power Ranger Zeo. The Zeo Rangers get stronger over time.
Uh-huh.
Stronger than before Go-O Zeo. He doesn't understand, he was probably a fan of Turbo.
I remember old Power Rangers, I can't remember all of the series, because they're kind of all blended together in my head.
Maximum Dark Light.
Fun fact, in Pokemon Colosseum I called my Umbreon Darklight and I still have him to this day. So random, but oh well.
That's a special fact that I will treasure and keep in my heart for as long as we're in the old Clockworks. Yeah, ungrateful swine. Why do we take your tooth? Fashion that into a clock hand? Just saying, man. Okay, guys, that will do it for this installment of Luigi's Mansion 2. And since this will go out in the evening, UK time, be safe when trick-or-treating, and enjoy your candy. See you next time.